Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to another live stream of Hearthstone. Today is Tuesday, August 15th, and we have set up some things. Loki's come online, so maybe we could convince him to play us, but right now we only had 2 daily quests just because I gotta watch and learn, and I had to do the European and Asian quests too, so I only have 2 of those too, so it's going to be a pretty short experience as it goes. Right now, I need Druid or Rogue victories. And if I was going to try to win with the Rogue, what would I play in ranked play? It's standard Rogue combo attack spells. Let's try it. We're in a weird position, I suppose, because I kind of need to make some more content, or I'd like to, at least. I don't really need to. I could end the stream right here and only put up 1 video. I'd still be at least a month further ahead than any of my other content, if not, I think, 2 or 3 months at this point. But I do have this commitment to ranked play now. And with this commitment to ranked play, my idea is to try to go up the ladder. We said we were going to try and go up 1 level each time, so maybe we can get up to 18 in 5 games? Is this really doable? Right now my Druid decks are taken out because of me playing around with potential Jade Druid decks. Now, particularly for the Rogue, it's a bad idea to
once upon a time
to use a coin. It's easier just to do this. Just take this, attack in the turn. Don't use the coin. Don't summon a hero. Don't try to do combos. Let's play this. Attack that. In turn. I don't have any minions.
I know who you are.
Let's see.
Here we go.
If we attack this, then play this, then play this, and then do this.
You are not welcome here.
Let's see, can we do this, then do this, that,
Here we go.
that, in the turn. Gain +1/+1 for each other card you've played that turn. Well, that certainly didn't work that well. But that doesn't matter. We've got to do something. And if I do this, that won't work, so I'm hoping I can do this, 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 and I guess I'll power this one up.
Here we go.
That, and that. Lots of combos going on here. next case we play this, and then we're out of cards.
All realities, all dimensions.
Yeah, beat it.
Mid-game refresh on the minions. Of course, he's got a lot of cards, so he can burn through them pretty easily.
I usually work alone.
Here we go.
And I don't want to use head crack unless I can get the card back or I'm gonna win. Taunt, lifesteal. Let's see. Do I have anything that can beat this? Not really. This one's useful. And with the priest heal ability, let's see.
Tortola, preserve us.
I can do this
Feast of
and this,
begins now.
and
Here we
just get
go.
rid of these two. Seriously? I'm game over. Well played. This one's pretty powerful too. So here we are. We're already at the point where this should be just a muted post game. I should have just recorded one video. Like, I can try to go up ranked, or I could just take the easy out, which I should, and save some time because I'm gonna stream tomorrow, and just play people. Like, let's see what Tragic Master has to say. He's really the only person online right now, so if he's willing to let me win for 5 victories, that's perfectly acceptable for me. Of course, he's either gonna have to find my YouTube channel live stream and type in the chat, or just not be able to talk to me. But that's part of the new rules too. Is that's one thing that's been, like, I know I'm trying to control it and stay in busy mode, but when I go over to the European accounts, it doesn't pay any attention to that, and people do seem to get confused or just ignore it and chat here, which is not helpful for me. So the new rule says YouTube chat only. I'm not going to go to Discord unless Discord could integrate it into YouTube, which would be fine. Hey, what quest do you need? I did not hear. I need 5 victories with Druid or Rogue. Tragic Master.
The legions I command.
So, yeah. There's a lot of reason to suspect that Discord, even though it's the big thing now, won't succeed in the long run. However, there probably was a lot of reasons to say the same about like MySpace and Facebook and YouTube in general. So maybe I'll eat my words a year from now. But as far as YouTube is concerned, because YouTube is obsessed with itself, it's only helpful for YouTube chat. And it's pretty obvious that Google companies in general is obsessed with making chat apps. They've announced a new chat app that's in YouTube where you can like message, like kind of like Facebook Messenger in YouTube. And that's certainly a weird thought. Tragic Master says, cool man, and smiley face gif. Tragic Master, do you have any daily quests you need help with? Let me know, because I really don't have too much to do today at all. This is going to be a short stream at this rate, which is fine. I have other work that needs to be done, and I'm constantly complaining about falling behind, and yet pathologically incapable of actually fixing that issue. I should have actually played this one and then resummoned it, but whatever. Over this minion attacks a hero, adapt. Oh, seriously? The next game I'm gonna play is Submerged, which is a pretty short game. I'm trying to do short games right now as I'm filling in the time slots for September right up to October. That way, October, the Halloween month, is kind of the hardest of the hard lines in which I separate series out.
Where shall I strike?
Because the Halloween games will be very, very Halloween specific, whereas the other games are more random. A little more random than that. Let's see, 2 damage to all characters. I don't want to lose everything here, but I think I'm going to. Let's do this. Play this. Do this. And this. So yeah, I think after I play Submerged, I then am ready to start doing Halloween games, and that'll be nice. Then I have some thoughts as far as November of doing a lot of really small games in November and games that I got for free. I don't know if that's really a smart move. In fact, it's probably almost certainly a terrible move. So, and speaking of terrible moves, I think after this game I'm going to have to take a bathroom break. Darn it. I haven't done this before, so yeah, after this game I'm just gonna have to be right back for 20 minutes. I'm also doing an experiment on my YouTube channel that I bet nobody's even noticed, as I made a playlist for the Half in the Bag Red Letter Media series. So apparently you can make playlists with other people's videos. I don't know why that's really a feature. I guess it kind of makes sense in this instance, because they simply don't have a playlist with the videos in the right order. However, I spent a lot of time doing that and then realized that many other people had already done it before me with varying levels of up-to-dateness. And
your magic shall not save.
so I've made this, and I just want to see how many views or how it shows up on the YouTube search algorithm after it. Clearly, when you search something in YouTube, it is not a live search of their database. It takes a day or two for YouTube to search new playlists and new videos. Maybe playlists are a little bit slower than videos, but there's definitely a system there that's not as fast as it should be, or fast as you'd like it. But then there's a ton of stuff on YouTube, and I want to see how many views the specific playlist gets, which is a weird thing because I don't know how playlists get calculated views, but they do have their own separate views, which is weird. It's not just the combination of all the videos, views each video has. YouTube in itself has problems with its playlist system, and it needs more work and more improvement. But eventually, I will just get rid of that playlist because it makes literally no sense at all to have a playlist with other people's videos that aren't video game related on my video game channel. I may give it like a month and then get rid of it. I also changed my front page on my YouTube channel a little bit, moved some things around, made some things vertical that were horizontal, made some things a little more spread apart, tried to show more on the front page. Ideally, when people visit my front page, which is probably only once, I imagine at most people see your front page on YouTube once to subscribe and then don't even scroll down. But if they do see it and they do look at it, you want to show them as much as possible to catch their attention and get them into a better cycle of viewing actual YouTube videos. Instead of the opposite, where somebody just goes to your YouTube page, looks at it, and then leaves, which is not what you want. Taunt. This. This. And I suppose nothing else really is happening. There's a ton of stuff happening in the news. A lot of garbage, a lot of drama. But none of it is really related to video games. Ironically, like I've already told people, the Wolfenstein, the new Colossus will come out, and I have video that's going to start airing pretty soon for Wolfenstein The New Order, so that'll be about as much Nazi talk as my channel ever does. But I've got the parts arriving for the RetroPie device that I wanted to build pretty soon, so I'll probably end up distracted and not recording videos like I should for a day or two putting that together. But I'm really not certain how much time it's gonna take. A lot of it'll probably take only a couple hours to physically assemble all the parts, and this is just kind of the introductory cheapest part of the build. I didn't even order controllers, which is fine. I can use some of my old controllers, but there are certainly a lot of things you can add to a Raspberry Pi 3. I think in the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B functionality there should be a graceful shutdown button, and yet there kind of isn't. And I imagine they should go to USB-C instead of micro USB. It would be really nice if they had power over Ethernet abilities instead of needing power too. That would certainly be cool if you could just plug in directly into Raspberry Pi 4, theoretical Raspberry Pi 4, just power over Ethernet, Ethernet cord to power the whole thing. There's no reason why that shouldn't work. I'd also like them to have an active cooling connector, like a 4-pin pulse width modulation fan port. That way, internally on the chip, the theoretical Raspberry Pi 4 could plug in a fan if one is plugged in and needed. Alright, let's see. We choose this, charge. We choose this, and give them +1/+1. And now what? What else would I want on a theoretical Raspberry Pi 4? Which they've said they're probably not going to make one for a couple years. More CPU, more GPU would be very useful. USB 3 ports, I think they only have USB 2 ports as far as a lot of the connectors. It's probably too early to ask for something like the DisplayPort connectors instead of HDMI. That probably is not useful to add something like that in a replacement. A better audio DAC is probably useful. Better Wi-Fi in general would be very useful. Bluetooth capability by default might be. I don't think it has that either. Everything that gets added though would add to the price, and it's a $35 computer, or some really ultra light computer. So you have to take that into consideration too.
Free me.
I could have killed everything on the field. But instead I didn't. And I should have, because now they're gonna go kill this guy. That was a bad play on my part. Tragic Master feels like he's playing me for real. And maybe letting me win, but not really. Druid is at level 60 for me, so this really isn't one of those scenarios where it helps me and need to go for a long play. That being said, maybe he, like, it's not all about me, even though I often make it that way, and people certainly let me make it that way. Maybe he needs the experience.
The scourge will devour all.
For the wilds.
I'm game.
One of the factors that I think would be cool on the Raspberry Pi 4, but it's kind of a silly thing to have by default, would be the ability to turn it on with an remote control, because it does feel more like a Roku than anything else. You know, having like MP4 and MP5 decoding on it too, like a hardware decoder, wouldn't be terrible either, but that would raise the price. It already has like an MP2 decoder, but you have to pay an extra license, I think, to unlock it.
For the wild.
Tragic Master says you roll in.
Job done.
Yep. Well, what I meant is if I'm at level 60 and you're at level 60, it would be better for me to just rush the face and get the 5 wins quicker than us to show off and play the things. But if you're not at level 60 and you need that experience, fine. I'm more than willing to help you there. I'm already at that point.
You are safe.
The only thing I know we both don't have is the 500 ranked wins to be golden, but we won't make any progress to that. I'm still not sure about Mindbreaker. KK, I kill all my stuff, just go face, says Tragic Master. Yeah, I don't know about Mindbreaker. I think Mindbreaker is going to turn out to be more important later on for high ranked play, but I don't think it's going to play well for mid-skilled players. And
I'm almost out of cards.
let's see, he's almost out of cards. He's going to start taking fatigue. He does have a very nice deck. It's a good build. Give your minions +2/+2 taunt.
For the wild.
I'm out of cards.
In all honesty, I shouldn't be playing as the druid. I should go back to the rogue. Just testing a new deck, Dragon Priest. It seems nice. I'm certainly no expert, though. It seems nice to me. I guess that's all I can say. Like, until I start making ranked 1 every month, I really am in no position to give too much of a critique. This is one of those rare occasions where lifesteal characters doesn't even save the day. He clearly could have won.
Is someone injured? Is someone injured?
Don't discover this. I need to craft this card with dust. Apparently this is a very good card, and I don't have it. Let's see.
Perish. For the wilds.
It'd be interesting to see how much you could do as far as fatigue. How negative can you get your negative health? Actually, wow, negative 33. That is quite amazing. Oh, and this guy isn't. I apologize. I am wrong. This guy isn't level 60. I could have sworn he was. So, even though I was being a little salty about it taking so long, it actually helped me. Tragic Master helped me in ways I didn't realize. Not that I'm super interested in getting to level 60 on the characters. All it gets you is more gold cards.
Valir versus Gul'dan.
Your soul
So,
shall be mine.
if you play... I put a tweet to Hearthstone and Ben Brode about this on Sunday, and they never responded. Like, whatever, they probably got me blocked or don't even respond to anybody on Twitter. That seems to be the case. Twitter is almost, I would say 70% you listen to famous people or people who think they're famous, and they don't bother to respond to you. But I told them, if you play the new Knights of the Frozen Throne card, Defile, on the week 3, I believe, battle 3 battle in One Night in Karazhan, you're fighting against these special cards called Icky Imps. And Icky Imps are 1 attack, 1 damage cards that when they die, they resummon themselves immediately, just like Dreadsteed used to. And they do 2 damage to the hero that you're fighting, Ilhan Thornwolf or something. It's a demon. And when I was playing that on my new account, it became pretty obvious that it's, unless they've programmed in a special instance, if you play Defile in that on your second turn, not only will you win the game, but I'm pretty sure that you will go into an infinite loop. In fact, we should probably, just for fun, try it out. Like, when I get a second, I'd have to do it on this account. But it wouldn't be a terrible idea as far as to see if we can pull that off fairly easily. I just have to see if I have 2 Defiles. I know I have at least 1. Make a deck with a lot of draw cards, so I get that card, and we'll just see what happens. It'll be an interesting way to potentially end the stream. In fact, it would be a very funny way to end the stream because, like I said, I'm gonna have to take a break anyways. So if we do
Here we go.
this doesn't combo to anything because that doesn't count as a card. This and this.
Job done.
These cards that return minions to your hand later on make Bitterweed actually a decent card. Because you play it on the second turn, it's a little underpowered, but you play it later on the 10th turn, and you could have played quite a few cards if you're going for a late game combo. Let's see, he's playing, is it a pirate warlock deck?
I usually work alone.
Here we go.
Now, strategically speaking, I should probably, at the end of months, play fans, and then at the beginning of months play ranked play. But I don't think that would work at all. No, I don't think anybody would like that. I wouldn't like it. My fans wouldn't like it if I ignored them, except for maybe the fourth or third week of a month.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Here we go.
But particularly with the new expansion, I should be playing ranked. I should be trying to beat people that are new. Of course, there's a lot of good players that are also playing standard ranked right now, trying to beat people that are new in there. I guess those good players, though, are always playing, so you can't really avoid them. Just hope that they get higher up on the rank. Clearly, there's an example here that I just am never going to play enough Hearthstone to get as good or as high up in the rank as some of the other players. Like, if I ever made it to Legendary, that's probably going to be the career highlight.
Warriors of the frozen waste.
But I would like to get a lot higher than where I have gotten. I'm not certain about the Lich King. It's a little random. The thing that needs to come out about the Lich King is that every single Death Knight card it gives you turns out to be worth playing. And if that's not the case, then he's not actually worth playing. I've played him probably 7-8 times at this point, and I would argue that of the 7 or 8 times I've played him, he hasn't changed the outcome of the game once. Because even though he gives you these special abilities, he's probably better than the dragon that gives you dream cards. He might be better than that because he has taunt and is maybe 1 mana cheaper. But he's just a taunt creature. Tragic Master says I have my combo. I assume he means his combo to win. Can I show it? Sure, show it. Let's make this interesting content. I'll type this because there might be a delay.
Winter is here.
Relax. It's a party.
I always have to balance a little bit this stuff too. This is only interesting and worthwhile content to watch if I make it interesting and worthwhile. It's not an assembly line style job that I'm doing here, so we can't, I shouldn't and really shouldn't compromise interesting content just to get things for efficiency, just to get things done quicker. I don't know what his combo is. So he's got a 1 minion knife juggler.
Smelly fish. Yummy.
Spell damage +1. Whenever one of your minions dies, summons a 2/2 ghoul. Give a friendly minion immune this turn. Another one immune this turn. And defile. I think he's got something here. Is this an infinite loop? It can't be, because it will stop right now. Oh wait, no. It is an infinite loop because this one has spell damage. It's well played.
Well played.
Very interesting. It'll end, it just takes time. I don't think it ever ends. Every time one of your other minions dies, you summon a 2/2, which means this is an infinite loop. It's whenever the cycle that determines to stop doing damage. You can see this guy has stopped doing damage to the face. And so probably now it'll end. That is a lovely combo. It takes a little work. That was like a 5 or 6 card combo to pull off. But that's exactly what I've been wanting in Hearthstone. More Exodia style, you will win if you have these cards. More of the crazy Yu-Gi-Oh style things. That plus the hero ability to summon the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And I suspect there may be 3 or 4 other total solutions. So if this does end at all, it's either going to hit some kind of counter of actions, or it's doing it 5 extra times, and I'm not sure if 5 extra times is the case. I called this duck Juggles the Clown. People are very creative about giving their decks names, and it's kind of a shame that you can't even see them. It will end eventually, but it is hilarious. Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody to do this to me twice, ever. Like, at this point I'd be doing something like this. I'd just be like, spamming. It must hit a counter, like either in certain number of spawns, certain number of actions. Like, quite the combo. Quite the combo. Let's see, I still need victories with these. Let's see how deadly our Druid Helper deck would be. Now let's try this one instead. Or if he wants to, if Tragic Master wants to take a break right now, that would work too. Because now would be a time. Yeah, I kind of probably should take a break right now, so I'm gonna, we may get back. Did you see it coming from my early game? Asked Tragic Master. Not one bit. Didn't even know that could possibly happen. So here is the #1 Druid Jade deck. If anybody is interested, to pause the screen and look now, it's at least as far as the website that I have. Going forward, if people want me to try decks, they can find it on like hsreplays.net or other websites. If you can find a link to it, I can see if Hearthstone Deck Tracker will import it, and then we can do that pretty quickly. Unfortunately, I have everything here except for the Primordial Drake, which means I would have to find something else to try that. But also, I don't want to play just custom things. I don't want to play top meta decks that everybody's gonna see too much. I might stoop to that low, but it potentially makes it very boring. Alright. So I want to see if I can set up something like what we just saw and see if it infinitely loops. So defile, draw cards, or all I need. Whenever you discard, draw a card. If you draw, that'll work. Discard the card, draw 2 demons, doom, and let's see. Death Rattle, draw a card. They have a 50% chance. Draw. 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 That's hardly the right one to do. Draw. I don't want that. And this, I was on the animation screen while you were waiting for the third game, sorry. And it's fine. Like, I'm gonna have to take a break, and then if you're still around after that, like, we may play some more if you want to. The thing here, though, I want to try this. So, One Night in Karazhan, normal this. And it is this battle here.
Most dangerous exhibit. Approach with caution.
We choose this. We take this custom warlock. And all I need is a defile. And this should create an infinite loop. And I'm just gonna mute myself once it starts and then leave it on whatever screen It's on. Second turn, all I need is Defile. All the other draw cards are just to help me get that card.
The ritual begins now.
So,
Summoning rituals are not permitted.
this is a special card called the Icky Death Rattle. We summon a minion and Illhoof loses 2 health. Destroy it. Lol, Defile. Nice, man. And see, this is why Dreadsteed was changed to resummon itself at the end of the turn. Instead of... And he plays a few other things, but it doesn't matter. And since Defile is a Warlock card, summoning it again. What this really helps is if you had Defile from the new expansion, it makes this battle really, really easy. I'm gonna have to play some cards or I'm gonna have too many in my hand. These two, by the way, are gonna help Defile continue the work. Do we have anything that draws a card?
Job's done.
Of course, I have to actually win, and at this rate, he may beat me. Tragic Master says I'm grabbing coffee so I can be hypnotized by the Defile madness. One of these characters needs to stay alive. Seriously, game. Seriously, game.
Mind if I roll knee?
Job's done.
It doesn't want to give me the card. Finally. So whatever happens here is what's gonna happen. So let's say be right back. It does, but it's really small text up there. And so I'm gonna mute myself and I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Is this muted? Testing, testing. Nope, still not muted. Why is my mute not working? Nope, that's the wrong one.
This curator thanks you. The menagerie will be restored.